If you've followed my channel at any time at all, you know that I like to take pictures of things going on in the night sky. So this setup is the Strawberry Moon series. It's a 2-day coverage of the moon. Unfortunately, I missed the sunset that day, and it was beautiful, but I pulled the trigger a little bit late to get going, and I really didn't set up the camera very well. But it's on automatic, and I think it's overexposing just slightly, so I changed the settings when I was in the field to these. These are manual settings that I made with lower ISO, so it gets a little more black background. Then I switched over to video. In video, come to find out, I didn't realize I had done that. I'd forgotten that video was available with digital zoom, and so I played with the digital zoom a bit and found it to be kind of fun because you can get really good detail. It also helps when you're doing manual focusing to get really tight focus, really tight. I mean, the automatic focus is good, don't get me wrong, it does a great job, but there are times when it grabs the wrong thing to focus on for some reason. But the digital zoom does help when you flip over to manual focus. And so I'm playing with the digital zoom and giving you the shots that I'm able to do because of that. Now this moon came up around 8:30, was it? I think it was around 8:30, so it was still pretty light out, so you could see the trees in the background on some of the shots. And I believe you might have been able to see some of the fireflies, maybe not. But on the second day, I couldn't get the sunset. The clouds blocked it, as you can see there, but I got some color in the clouds. And I'm using the scene setup for nighttime scenes, landscape scenes. And it's a computer or built-in scene situation. Unfortunately, it does not like zooming. So I would zoom in, I would get everything going, I'd hit the button to take the picture, and it would back the zoom off, focus in the moon, and then snap the picture. So I switched over to my standard automatic settings. It's too dark to actually do manual settings and fiddle with that at the time. So I didn't. I just switched over to, and these are shots that I take using just the automatic settings, not worrying about a scene setting whatsoever. Then I switched over to video, and lo and behold, I could barely see the moon. It was like, what is going on? Now, the unit does not show me what the settings are for video. And I have a funny feeling that they had flipped down to like, well, maybe 1600 ISO or less at first, and we're not adjusting. It's set up for automatic exposure, so I don't know what's really going on with the camera at this time. But if I played with the zoom and walked it back and forth on that digital zoom, eventually the camera started going, oh, I see what you're doing. And I could get some visualization of the moon using video. And so I played with the video, left it playing video, and playing with the digital zoom. I didn't play with the regular zoom that much. I did a little bit. Kept grabbing the wrong part of the camera and knocking it out of focus. So you don't see that because I edited that out already. But you gotta be careful where you grab on the zoom. It's the focal length is 250 millimeters on this lens. It's a good lens. I like this lens. It's a stable lens. It does a nice job. Of course, the lens, I've been tried it for using the lens that came with the camera, which is the beginner lens basically. And I'm happy with that. I can add other lens to it. And it takes a beating, especially when I'm in the shop and throwing throwing chips and hot metal at it. So it doesn't seem to mind that. So I like that lens for doing it in close-up work and things of that nature. So I'm still playing around with the video here, just for the fun of it, you know. But I have taken a ton of stills that are just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to share, after this last little bit of video playing around with it, I'm going to share you my favorite video, my favorite still shot. And zoom it in, zoom in, because most of the shots do not fill the screen for YouTube. So all my shots that are stills are increased by 25% initially. So the shot is a little bigger. The view is a little bit bigger than what it actually was when I was looking at it through the camera. But that's the benefit, to get rid of any bars on either side of the screen. And so the screen is set up at, you know, like a 1.0, all you can do at 1.025. And here's my favorite shot with that glow of that moon coming through the clouds, lighting up the clouds above, the clouds a little bit below. And that's the end of our video. Thank you for watching.